What's up, guys? It's a Casual King MMA, and today I'm just going to do some glazing on the UFC Weigh In show. It's a show that the UFC puts on every Friday, the day before pay-per-view, where they have ex-UFC fighters like Chris Weidman, Michael Bisping, Daniel Cormier, just go up there and kind of just talk with each other, just hang out with the bros while the weigh-ins are going on. If you're someone like me, I love UFC content. I love the UFC in general. It's the reason I made my YouTube video. I watch a lot of UFC content every single week. And one of the issues I can have that I'll get into later in the video is a lot of this content can get stale after you've been watching for a few years. If you're someone like me, you want more content. First, obviously, subscribe to my channel. My videos are the best. But UFC Weigh-In show is just a great addition. Helps you get hyped up before the pay-per-view and just have some fun. Friday, you're on your way to work, you're driving back from work, you got some free time to kill before you hang out with your friends. It's a perfect thing just to have it on the background, kind of listen to some of the fighters, make some jokes, have some fun. Another thing I love they do is they do game shows. They do these games, little competitions, which is fun because the fighters are competitive. It's kind of hard. I'm never going to watch a game show. Look at these schmucks right here looking like idiots. But replace those guys with pro fighters that could kill you. It just gets a lot more entertaining. Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier playing video games on UFC 4 and DC talking trash. I just love the competitive nature of these guys. They're just bros. And getting some time to spend with them while, you get some fun time to spend with them, as well as getting very good insights from the fight, from the best. I think it's just a beautiful combination. And I also love the silliness of it. UFC can do things very professionally, but one of the issues I have with press conferences, for particular, is it's just never going to be as good as other press conferences. You have people asking the same questions every single time. I like unique personalities. YouTube channel, the Schmo, just does weird voices, basically puts on a shtick. And it's not the best, but it's unique, and that's why it's successful. Same reason Nina Drama is successful. It's unique. MMA Guru. I like having these unique personalities in the MMA space, and what better for UFC personalities than the fighters themselves? You got to be a little crazy to fight for a living and get paid, and I love seeing these crazy guys together, just bonding, having a good time. However, if you want to know about the silliness of the UFC, tomorrow, Dricus du Plessis is defending his middleweight belt against Sean Strickland. Both are pretty silly guys, but Dricus is the king of silly. If you look at this picture right now, this happened in a fight, like the reaction of Megan O'Leary in the background in red. It's just a dumb sport. Dricus is a dumb fighter who unga boongas his way to victories because he realized that this isn't a sport, it's a fight. And if I'm bigger and stronger than you, and I have a few good techniques, I can win because I'm just going to. If you don't lose, you're going to win. And Dricus has mastered that. Doesn't mean there's not room for very well edited and good UFC content. I think the UFC countdowns are the best content the UFC puts out besides the fights. Helps for casual fans to get an understanding of everything that went into the fight. And for the people who already know a lot, it's nice to see more of the fighters' personalities. And it's great to watch as well, like as a supplemental before the pay-per-view, just to get yourself hyped up for the card. This is going into a different topic a little bit. I mentioned before about how I'm sick of press conferences. I find Dricus and Sean both extremely entertaining. I did not sit through the whole press conference. I got bored halfway through it. Just because, and this one was only like a 20-minute press conference, but the questions are all the same. Dricus du Plessis literally made Adesanya and Sean Strickland cry on stage, and I still felt like those press conferences weren't extremely entertaining. It's just they're asked the same questions over and over again. It's too commercialized. The reporters for the UFC are not good. I need some personality, some uniqueness to the game. And when these two guys on stage aren't entertaining me, like if they were on the weigh-in show playing games together before the fights, it'd be silly. It might not work because they have beef. But that's the kind of thing that I'm in for. It's fun. It's fighting. Just what the heck? Just have some fun with it. Not everything needs to be so serious. Of course, there's good rivalries. We love a good beef. But we also like seeing these guys be boys. Adesanya and Whitaker, 2 fights. Adesanya knocked Whitaker out for the belt, and then they had a very close fight that I was at too in person that could have gone either way. Kind of a boring fight. But these guys are killers. Two of the most dangerous people on the planet who have fought each other and have beef. And now they have friends, they have a podcast, they're talking together, making YouTube videos together, and it's great content. I just, as I said before, these guys are crazy to a degree. They are fighting. They are literally sacrificing their body and mental health for our entertainment and for money. And I like to see the human side of them. What makes a guy want to be a fighter? What makes these guys tick? And seeing, just spending time with them, being boys, being regular people, if anything, makes the fights even more impressive. When you don't put them on a pedestal, and when you realize they're regular people, but they are regular people that could kill you, that could with a snap of the fingers that could kill you. It's kind of like a mind trip, and it's just something that really entertains me. I want more of the silly content. I want more of these guys just being themselves. The UFC is about fights first most, but second it's about the personalities. And the UFC's number one job, besides scheduling and making the best fight the best, should be just letting these guys' personalities shine and making sure us, the fans, just have a good time with the whole thing. Well, that's a positive rant from the Casual King. See you guys later. Peace.